Hello and welcome back to another trade recap. My name is Brendan and I'm super happy to have you. Today is another AMD trade again. It's been the hot one for me lately. It's just giving me the setups. I swear I'm not being biased on AMD. It's a good stock though. You should definitely have this on your watch list for day trading. It's a good stock to day trade. So let's go ahead and kick off this intro real quick and then get into the trade. So today's trade on AMD was it was good. It was a good trade. All the technicals were there. I executed almost nearly perfectly on this trade, and I'm gonna try to pull up a screenshot of my trades, my trade history today up on here. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. We'll see how that goes when I edit this video. But if you're looking at it, there's a screenshot of my AMD trade. Today's trade was about 19 minutes long. I'm trading VWAP at the moment, just trying it out, seeing what it's like. Trading VWAP, and I'm also doing more price action and technical analysis than more than I normally do. So today's trade on AMD there was a lot going on, but nothing that was too overwhelming. The setup was there all the way from the daily chart down to my 5-minute, and I could not pass it up. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look at AMD. So we open, let's make sure it's right. So we open here on this candle, and AMD, it gets a drawdown. And I'm not chasing this drawdown because of a couple things. Not chasing because my 9-day, which is the blue one, my 9 EMA is above my VWAP here, which is the purple. So my 9-day blue is above my VWAP purple. So I'm not taking the trade, and I'm also, if you could try to catch the bottom, there is support here. If you take a look at this bottom white line, this is what you're seeing. This white line is based on the support on the daily chart. So, but either way, I don't want this trade. So I'm flipping through my charts, not flipping. I'm on my flexible grid usually. I've got a bunch of charts up, and it just so happens that as time is going by, AMD finally starts to give me a little something. So AMD experiences a little bounce here, and it starts to break through VWAP, which is, starting to give me a bullish sign here. And in my favor is the 9-day EMA that is above VWAP. So what I'm looking for out of this trade is not to chase the green. What I want to see is maybe some sort of flag, or some sort of pennant, some sort of color takeout, maybe a small pullback to the VWAP, get a little color change, boom, green takes out red, boom, get in, go long. That's what I'm looking for. I don't want to chase these trades. Now, we're gonna pull back here and take a look over here at AMD on the daily, and then we'll get into some of the smalls first and foremost. So for starters, some of the things that we've got going on with AMD is this downward trend, okay, where AMD has bounced, formed this trend, bounced here. Okay, we've got a couple areas that has hit this trend line, and we've also got this trend down here where AMD has created a double bounce. So it's telling me that it's showing areas of support here and showing areas of resistance on this trend. Okay. Now AMD, Friday, this was AMD's activity on Friday, and as you can see there, it experienced a breakout. Cool. Oftentimes with breakouts, you might see a pullback, a retest when old resistance becomes new support. That can happen, and as you can see, it's retesting. Maybe tomorrow AMD could take off again. Who knows? Maybe it comes back down. But oftentimes old resistance can become new support when you experience a breakout. So that's why you don't really want to try to chase the breakouts. You can get fake, as you can see here, price kind of breaks through AMD, but it comes back down. You don't want to chase the breaks. Look for retests, look for color change, so on and so forth. But what I noticed with AMD is it's just good to, I just have this. I keep my daily charts. I keep the trend lines that I mark. I keep them all. Okay. Oh, and one more. Obviously, you got this one here. So AMD with this price level has rejected. Let's zoom in a little bit. Let's zoom in there. Let's do, yeah. So AMD has also, for whatever reason, hit that level. Okay, we've broken through here, but it hit that level again. So this is showing me that there is a little bit of resistance level here. Okay, so I just went ahead and had that marked off, and that should be, oh, let's get rid of that, boom, and that was about it. So even today, take a look at today, what the candle did. It came up to that level of resistance and rejected today as well. Now, we're going to come back over to AMD on the 5-minute chart, and here is some of the pre-market activity. I had the high over here marked off, and I had the low marked off as well. Areas where AMD could possibly bounce, or AMD could possibly, reject or support. So I had the low pre-market. Oh, this isn't pre-market actually. I had this pre-market low. I'm sorry. I had this pre-market low marked off, and I think I had the high topped off there as well. I didn't, so there is another level right about here. I didn't have that one marked just because this resistance line was already there. So, close enough. I didn't need the extra lines in my charts, but this is pretty much this area pre-market where AMD rejected and fell. That's another level I could have marked off if I wanted to. And actually, if you take a look, it did during trading hours come up to it and reject, but this line was close enough. I didn't feel the need to go ahead and put that in. So gotta have your levels marked off to know, so you can be prepared for what might happen during a trade or when a trade opportunity is coming up. So let's get into my entries and my exits. Now we're back here again. So AMD experiences a pullback, which if you're going to look over here, you'll see it open. This is where it opened and it started to pull back, yada, yada. This is the daily chart. Let's go with, we'll stay with white. No buys yet, no buys, but I'm starting to see this red candle get taken out by a green rally here. Green rally, green rally. Most of this red candle has now been taken out by a small green rally. Cool. Looks like we're starting to see a reversal, and RSI was topped out, so perhaps it is time to see a reversal anyway. Now we get this move up and we get a small pullback. You have to, when you see small pullbacks, you got to be drooling at the mouth, the saliva. You got to be ready to pounce, ready to eat when you see a small pullback. If this thing pulled back and this candle closed like down here, and this was a, let me go ahead and color it in just to make it look, and this was a full red candle, this is not a small pullback. Okay, that candle just wiped out two bullish candles. That's not a small pullback. But these candles that are staying on the VWAP, using it as support, okay, big green rally that won't break any farther down. It's holding green as best as it can, sitting right on the VWAP. I'm starting to see some support here, and we're reversing, right? So this is what I'm seeing. Now I'm zeroed in. I got to know where my levels are at, right? Where can this thing reject? Where, what can happen? So we've got a level right around in this area as resistance. Cool. Let me place that as my area to take profit. I'm not going to wait for RSI to try to top out. That's just unrealistic trading. You can't come out of the bottom and think, I'll just wait till I start to get oversold. Not a good way of thinking. Look for your levels that price has previously bounced at. Okay, we've got one right here, and if you look on the daily chart, that's the same line that I'm circling. And then if you back it out, you'll know, oh, okay, right there at that price level, it has rejected here. It's rejected here. It's even, look at even a little bit of rejection right here. Look at that, a rejection here. So I need to understand that these levels that I've got mapped out are important. All right. So here is my entry at 10:01 on AMD. I didn't wait for green to take out red here. In fact, let's use a different color. Let's use green since we're going green, right? So I didn't wait for green to take out red here. I wanted to see power. I wanted to see at least a little bit of volume. So check out the volume here for this candle. You see that blue bar right there? This volume started to kick in, and then when green took out both of these red candles, that is when I went long. Big green rally. Actually, let's go like this. Let's make this one big candle, right? So, big green rally, small red pullback, small red pullback that's sitting on the VWAP line. I've got the 9 in my favor as it's above the VWAP, and this green candle takes out both of those red. The second this red also gets taken out is literally when I went long. So green's coming up, it's coming up, it's coming up. Okay, it's breaking past the high of that red. Boom! I'm in. Right there. I am in. Okay. Now, I understand that I'm starting to get volume again, and we're in a reversal. Now, I'm watching this candle, and what I see is, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my goodness. Now I'm up quite a bit here. Did I think I was up like, I don't know, 30%? And I'm looking at this thing, I'm like, that is power right there. This big bull, this bull bar here, that's gotta have some follow through. Okay, we just got in on a pullback and got a massive breakout from it. It's gotta have some follow through. I'm not taking profit here. I could take some if I wanted to. I can take half, a quarter, but I'm not killing my trade after a move like this, right? So I'm holding through here, holding through here. Now I take some here at this round number 86. I go, okay, we're coming up on 86, round number, we're approaching resistance. Let me go ahead and just take some for now. Just take some. I'm not killing the whole trade, but let me just take some profits now. If this thing goes against me, at least I made some money. Okay, boom. Oh, keep in mind, by the way, I always forget to say this just because I have it in my head, but I place my stop loss right at this. Actually, no. This candle, because I base my trade off of that. That is my stop loss. It's just below VWAP at the bottom of this candle. That is where I place my stop loss. Okay, back to what I was saying. Take some here, take some profit there. Okay, cool. We're moving really well here. Up, what, 40%, coming up on 40 something. Over 40%. This is over 40% right here. And then I get this one more move, and it wiggles up, and I'm like, you know what? We're approaching resistance here. I'm gonna go ahead and take profit. I don't want to wait until I get an exact hit. You can't treat your trades in everything you do during trading as an exactly at this number, exactly at this level, exact. No, everything has to be more relative. It has to be treated as areas. Okay, you can see here price doesn't even hit it. Okay, it does, like I said before, that pre-market price level that it could have had drawn up, it does hit it, but you still have to treat, because you never know, you have to treat everything as areas. Okay, areas to take profit. You can't wait for the exact. So that was my trade on AMD. Entry here, boom, on this big green candle. We move up. Okay, let me take some here, and we move up, and I'm out. 19-minute trade on AMD today. Thank you guys. I hope you learned something from this. Use your trends, use your pennants, your flags, your price levels. Keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate it. Okay, but do use them to your advantage. Price has reversals and bounces. Use them to your advantage and apply them to the moving averages that you use. Apply them to new, with news. You don't always need news when trading, but don't be heavy on trading with with just moving averages. It'll start to burn you. You're gonna have a hard time. The more, the last couple of times using VWAP, I'm like, this works really well when I'm pairing it with price levels, with trends. It's very powerful. And just having that 9-day, the RSI, using volume, it's a good trading strategy. It's a good system. I'm going to continue to use this. I like it a lot. But yeah, that's it. That concludes the video. Follow me on Instagram at Stock Hustle, or you can follow my personal page at Brendan_Bowling for more posts and videos of me and whatnot, and my trades and screenshots and everything. So, all right, I'll see you guys next time.